Good day, everyone. Welcome to another learning journey where you can learn new curriculum models from a great scholar. I am Rubilov F. Ramirez, together with the members of the group,
Basit A. Camansa,
Cherry Castor Matiliano, and we are the Eisner Squad.
Without further ado, let us all be ready. Sit back and relax, for we are about to discuss Eisner's artistic approach to curriculum development. But before that, here are the objectives for today's lesson. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to understand the curriculum model of Elliot Eisner and discuss how this curriculum development model can be applied in Philippine context. First, let's unlock the mystery about the existence of Elliot W. Eisner. Who is Elliot W. Eisner? Did he contribute much to the development of curriculum in educational arena, specifically in the Philippines? Let's get started. Elliot W. Eisner was a famous curriculum scholar. He is a professor of art and education at the Stanford University School of Education. His research interests include arts education, curriculum reform, and qualitative research methods. In 1979, he published the book The Educational Imagination, where he presented his idea on how curriculum development should be done. Eisner became worried that the current model of education in America was unbalanced and placed art on a lesser level of importance. Another aspect of Eisner's view of education was the idea that education itself is an artistic activity. From the perspective of education as art, Eisner argued that this would allow us to move beyond the technical know-how and instructive reliance, and instead, open our minds to more creative ways of knowing and being.
and now I am going to discuss Eisner's artistic approach. In his book, The Educational Imagination, Eisner outlined how this artistic approach can also be used in curriculum development. This approach to curriculum planning by Elliot W. Eisner was developed with a combination of his interest in art education and curriculum. It comprises 7 components. These are the following. First, the goals and their priorities. Second, the content of the curriculum. Third, the types of learning opportunities. Fourth, the organization of learning opportunities. Fifth, the organization of content areas. Sixth, the mode of presentation and mode of response. And seventh, the types of evaluation. Let us discuss each component. First is the goal and their priorities. Eisner stressed out that the term objectives is the most specific statement compared to aims and goals, and it is not always possible to have very specific objectives. In this component, we need to consider less well-defined objectives as well as explicit ones or clear objectives. We also need to deliberate or plan well the priorities. The next component is the content of the curriculum. Options to consider in selecting curriculum. Eisner has similar belief with that of Tyler, that curriculum developers should consider the 3 basic sources from which content can be drawn: individual, society, and subject matter. Caveats about the null curriculum. We should know our limitations in choosing the content or topics that we are going to teach our learners. According to Tanner and Tanner 2007, null curriculum refers to a various curriculum contents or topics that must not be taught to our learners.
The third component is types of learning opportunities. Its emphasis on transforming goals that content into learning events that will be significant to the students. He also considered that different learning opportunities should be given to the students wherein the curriculum planners and teachers play a very important role. Next component is organization of learning opportunities. Curriculum planners must organize learning opportunities that will be given to the students with teachers input the planning process.
The fifth component is organization of content areas. Emphasis on cross-curricular organization of content. Similar with that of TABA, Eisner also thinks that the teachers are responsible for organizing the activities and the content to be learned by the students. Through cross-curricula, it offers a creative way to develop children's knowledge, skills, and understanding while motivating them to learn through stimulating interconnected topics. The sixth component is mode of presentation and mode of response. Use of a number of mode of communication toward educational opportunities for students. Diverse modes of communication should be used in the classroom in presenting the curriculum to provide a wide variety of learning opportunities and to meet various learning styles.
The seventh and last component in Eisner's artistic model is the type of evaluation procedure. Utilization of a comprehensive range of procedures at different stages of the process of curriculum development. This last component, according to Eisner, evaluation encompasses the entire process of curriculum planning and development. We all know that education is vital to curriculum planning and development. It determines the quality, effectiveness, and value of program, and process and product of the curriculum. Evaluation is a phase in the curriculum development. Two types of evaluation, formative and summative, are used during curriculum development. Formative evaluation are used during the needs assessment, product development, and testing steps, while summative evaluations are undertaken to measure and report on the outcomes of the curriculum. This step reviews evaluation strategies and suggests some simple procedures to produce valid and reliable information. And according to Eisner, evaluation is not the final step of curriculum development, but rather, it is something that pervades the entire curriculum development process. How this curriculum development model can be applied in the Philippine context. The model can be applied in designing school-based curriculum or in national curriculum projects. Arts matter to the lives of Filipinos. We Filipinos are inborn artistic in our own little ways. Eisner's model is a great help to develop our curriculum in order to have more relevant and responsive ways of selecting and organizing contents and learning experiences in order to respond to the diverse needs of learners. The model may be effective in the content of developing and designing courses for higher education. But for me, this model can be used in primary education so that at an early age, we can inculcate to our learners how to be creative. It also helps elementary teachers to develop artistry of teaching that is useful for them to be flexible, resourceful, and creative in adherence to 21st century teaching and learning. It also helps children to be engaged in a meaningful learning anchored on learning to know, learning to do, learning to live together, and learning to be of the pillars of education in the 21st century according to the UNESCO.